Well, I've spent virtually all of my working career in the print and office products industry. I left school at 16, went into a manufacturing printer, then moved into sales. When I moved down to London from my beloved hometown of Birmingham. And then from sales I went into marketing for big companies like W.H. Smith, Pentagon, and then back into sales. So my last proper job before ERA was as sales director for a company called Corporate Express, who were the biggest office products business-to-business company in the world. I'd worked for a very big company, and there's only so much you can do with your own skills within a company as large as the company I was working for. So you tend to hit a ceiling, and above that ceiling it's not possible to get there unless you're willing to go all over the world, which I wasn't willing to do. So when I left my last job, I wanted to do something on my own. I realised that actually, in terms of risk, probably the least riskiest route would be to go down a franchise route. So I looked at 3 franchises and in the end picked ERA. I looked at a very similar organisation to ERA, but they were nowhere near as big and nowhere near as professional. And I looked outside of the sort of cost management and procurement box, but didn't really think that fitted my skills. Within ERA, what I saw was an organisation that valued sales as well as experience and knowledge, and having a sales background but also knowledge in certain industries. I felt that fitted better than the others I looked at. It's gone way beyond any of my expectations in terms of how much my business has earned, but also the enjoyment of working with the guys I work with and gals, because you can work with whoever you want to work with. And we all know that some people get on well with some people and others don't, so being able to work with guys I really enjoy working with, it makes a big difference. Well, I left my previous job and I was on 6 figures. I didn't really expect to get to that sort of level quite quickly, but within 2 years I was up to 6-figure level. And since then I was very fortunate to be the top earner within ERA for 2 years in a row, and I've been in the top 3 for certainly the years after that, so I'm regularly hitting £250,000. Success for me is actually getting up in the morning and enjoying what I do. Not having to worry about what somebody else is going to get me to do or reporting into somebody, working with the people I like to work with, but also having the freedom and flexibility to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. Having said that, I work harder now than I've ever worked in my whole life, but I'm the person that gets the rewards from that. I play a lot of golf whenever I can. I like fast cars, and I've also been able through the income to buy a number of properties. One of those is in Spain, so I spend a fair amount of time in Spain. Doing what we do, you don't have to be in a certain place at a certain time every day. So when I go to Spain, I do work out there, so I try and get to Spain sort of once or twice a month if I can. Absolutely loved it. Would not go back and not do it again. I would definitely do it again tomorrow. The first bit of advice would be to make use of the contacts that you've had in your previous history as quickly as possible. Because as much as we like to think when we're in a business and you meet people from other businesses, they're going to remember you, trust me, they forget quite quickly if you're not there. But also the support you get from the network, I can't underestimate how important that is. So if you're hitting a tough spot or you want some advice or you're not sure what to do, we've got a bulletin board or you've got a regional meeting, is ask for some support, because there are lots of people out there who give you some great support.